Alright guys, I'm going to show you in this video Premier League coaches who get fired are all going by a code. So I was able to predict Steven Gerrard getting fired before the season began. I said he'd get fired at age 42 and he did by Villa. I called Tuchel's sacking. I also called Scott Parker's sacking. So yesterday, Brendan Rodgers and Graham Potter got sacked by their respective clubs. Rodgers was sacked by Leicester, who are now sitting second from bottom in the league. And Chelsea fired Potter, who is sitting 11th in the league. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you how they connect. I'm going to show you how Rodgers and Leicester connect to Kobe. How Tuchel's involved in all of this, who just got hired by Bayern Munich. Just beat Dortmund 4-2. So check this out, guys. I really hope you're believing in this code at this point with what I'm showing you every single day. So Brendan Rodgers, successful coach. He was appointed Chelsea youth team coach in September 2004 and became their reserve manager in 2006. So Brendan Rodgers is affiliated with Chelsea. He might even be linked with them going forward. Also, I'm sure he's linked with the Spurs job. So Rodgers won the FA Cup with Leicester City in 2021 by beating Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea 1-0. Myself and Rambo coded Leicester City to win that FA Cup before the season began, all connected to Kobe Bryant. And I'll show you just how Leicester City are connected to Kobe Bryant. It's going to blow your mind later in the video. So Graham Potter was fired whilst Chelsea won 10 Premier League wins and 10 Premier League losses, and after scoring 29 goals in the league, the 10th prime. I talk about 10 often. Satan equals 10. Remember Tuchel's Chelsea won the Champions League final recently against Manchester City 1-0. The last 3 Champions League finals have finished 1-0. Tuchel lost the 2020 Champions League final against Bayern Munich 1-0 on Kobe Bryant's 42nd birthday. So Leicester City, who shocked the world in 2016 by winning the Premier League, they won that league by 10 points. So Thomas Tuchel was hired on January the 26th on Brendan Rodgers' birthday, which is also Jose Mourinho's birthday, who is Chelsea's most successful coach. And then shortly after, Tuchel is coaching against Brendan Rodgers in the FA Cup final. Are you kidding me? So Tuchel was hired on Brendan Rodgers' birthday, which is also Jose Mourinho's birthday, guys, who's massively synced up with Chelsea. He's currently coaching in Rome, where the Vatican is. Aren't you, Jose? So Kobe Bryant died 1/26/2020, and Leicester won the league in 2016, which was the year Kobe Bryant retired. Kobe died in a helicopter crash, just like the owner of Leicester City died in a helicopter crash. Now check this out. Kobe Bryant's highest scoring game was 81 points, which he got in his 666th game. And when Leicester City won the Premier League the year Kobe retired, they won it with 81 points. 81 points. Leicester beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final on the 15th of May 2021, which was the same date Kobe Bryant was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame by Michael Jordan. 1,260 days is 42 months, and both Rodgers and Potter were sacked on 4-2, and Rodgers was born on 1/26. The beast reigns for 42 months. It's why we're seeing 42 everywhere. It's why WrestleMania concluded on 4-2. And professional wrestling is a deeply satanic industry. So Thomas Tuchel coached his first game for Bayern Munich the day that Potter and Rodgers got sacked. I coded Bayern Munich to win this game, and they won the game 4-2, guys. And Chelsea won their first Champions League title by beating Bayern Munich. It's where Didier Drogba was the hero, guys, where he got the equaliser and then he got the winning penalty. So this next bit is pretty undeniable. Rodgers was fired 66 days after his birthday. It's funny that Kobe Bryant was 6'6" as well. Potter was sacked 6 weeks and 6 days before his birthday, which is May the 20th. Potter was sacked 317 days after his birthday. 317 is the 66 prime number. They all go out by a code, guys. They're hired by a code. They get fired by a code. They win leagues by a code. They get relegated by a code. The book of Revelation, which I talk about in almost every video, is the 66th and final book of the Bible. And I believe we're living out Revelation right now. If you read it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Pandemics, famine, war, the list goes on. The Church of Satan was founded in 66, which is the year that England won the World Cup final, 4-2 versus Germany. And Tuchel is German, and he just coached his first game for Bayern Munich in a 4-2 win against his old club, Borussia Dortmund. Potter was hired by Chelsea the day Queen Elizabeth died. The reason he got hired was his connections to Queen Elizabeth. Simple as that. And she handed England the World Cup with Prince Philip in 66. Handed it over to number 6, Bobby Moore, in 66, whilst England were wearing a red jersey. Nothing satanic about that. Potter was born on 5/20, May the 20th, and the Queen's funeral was 520 days after Philip's. The 1-year anniversary of Leicester winning the 2021 FA Cup final versus Chelsea was 10 months and 18 days before Rodgers and Potter got sacked. Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. There's a reason why this season's NBA season began October the 18th, guys. The NBA is deeply satanic. I code it every single day, almost perfectly. Go watch my Kevin Durant video, where number 35 Durant scored 35 points in 35 minutes to keep the Suns on 35 losses in his return for them. And also, just again to show you how coded everything is, there have now been 13 Premier League coaches that have been sacked this season, and this happened exactly 13 weeks into the year. The day that I coded Newcastle to beat Man United to get their 13th win of the season in the league, which they did. So, there you have it. Like, what more do you want from me? What more can I show you? You still don't think it's all coded? It's up to you if you decide whether you think man's behind it, or God's behind it, or demons are behind it, or the Matrix is behind it. You can't deny my codes. You can't deny these connections. You can't. That's why I'm the top of my game. You can't deny these connections. They're all there, and you can check them for yourself. I back up everything I say when it comes to these codes. So there you have it, guys. That's why Rodgers and Potter got sacked. Why would you sack Potter? They're not going to get relegated. All right? They're not going to make the top 4. So why not keep him in? Give him a big, huge contract? No, they don't get those contracts. It's all a lie, guys, all those numbers. 5-year contracts and then firing coaches after 6 months and then having to pay them out. Really? When we're having an economic crash? This is what I mean. If it is true, which it likely isn't, it's disgusting how much money that they're getting paid when people are struggling to pay for their electricity bills and put food on the table. I don't personally believe they're getting the money they get paid because I code how much money they supposedly get. It's always connected to their personal numbers. All right? Do you really think Ronaldo was getting 500,000 a week at Man United at age 36? No, he wasn't. And not even starting. He wasn't. It's to make you worship them even more. Because people worship money in this system. So there you have it. That is why Rodgers and Potter got sacked on the same day. And why it was on 4-2. The number I always talk about that connects to the beast. Cheers, guys. Much love. Thank you for supporting my work and have a blessed day. God wins.